Hey, we really appreciate y'all for tuning in. You already know what time it is.
Welcome to the podcast. We gon' keep on pounding, juke them out his cleats, boy, I'm too fast. Hit the field, know we gon' spaz. CMC gon' run it back. Defense out here going crazy. Super Bowl, we want it bad. Pause up. It's only us at the top. It's time to rock, no, we won't stop. Open it up, I need that block. I got key with me, cold with me, hurts with me, kill with me. Big cat ain't going nowhere, you gotta deal with me. Carolina.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the Non-Loud Panther Podcast, the second best and greatest NFL podcast, aside from Keep Pounding TV. No, I'm just kidding. How are you? How's everybody doing? Please sit down. Class is about to start. Let me teach you something. What do the Carolina Panthers need to move forward from here? Christian McCaffrey off for multiple weeks. We don't know what's going on with him. J.C. Horn broke his couple of bones in his foot. He's probably going to be out until the playoffs, if we do make the playoffs. What do we need to do moving forward? Well, Scott Fitterer is doing his part. So kudos, Scott. Good for you. Making things happen. Acquired C.J. Henderson, former first-round pick. 9th overall pick in the 2020 NFL draft. Doing his part, doing his thing. What do we need to do besides filling in positions of need? Okay. First and foremost, let's talk about Sam Darnold and Robbie Anderson. That connection, all offseason, that old buddy connection, old friends reuniting. We haven't seen much of it. Why is that? Is it on part of Robbie? Is it on part of Sam? Let's find out. I want you to look up in your screen here. The first picture, you see second quarter, second down and 8. Robbie Anderson is wide open. Sam Darnold, which I do like about him, he's making quick plays. However, you have to survey the field. You have to do both. You have to be able to survey the field, and you have to be able to make your plays quickly. Now, we know the formula for a great quarterback. And no, it's not using your legs, or it's not using your arms. It's not throwing the deep ball. It's making great decisions and getting the ball out quickly. And only makes sense, right? Make quick plays to touchdown, give your offense the rest it needs. Long drives, long plays wears out your offense, and it wears out your defense. No one wants to be sitting for too long, and you surely do not want to be on the field for too long. Injuries prone, whatever. You know what's up. Robbie Anderson, just wide open. Instead, he throws a check down to CMC, and it's a loss of 1. You cannot keep feeding one person 30 touches a game. Why can't we? Well, look at CMC. Last year he was injured, and now he's back in the injury list. And he's not in the injury list, but he's suffering from hamstring cramps. And that's one of the worst things that can happen to an athlete. ACL and hamstring. You have the weapons. Be it that you are down a weapon. Dan Arnold is no longer with us. He's with the Jacksonville Jaguars, which is unfortunate. That's probably the only thing I did not like about the trade. Is one less weapon for Sam. But you have 3 amazing receivers. You have 2 running backs who are developing. Use them. This is not just a Sam Darnold. This is the coaching staff as well. You need to come up with plays that are not vanilla. Enough with the vanilla bullshit. Come up with some extravagant plays to get everyone involved. And I'm sure everyone at home agrees with me. When you're vanilla, they know what's coming. It's as simple as that. Again, in this particular play, Robbie and DJ are open. Be it Robbie does have a defender behind him hunting him. However, could have thrown it to Robbie, let him do magic. That's what we did last year, wasn't it? Be it that we didn't have the proper quarterback to make the plays. We threw it to Robbie, let him do his thing. That's how we got that 1,000-yard rushing season. Sorry, 1,000 catching season. That's how we did it. Throw it to Robbie. You have chances. Now, quickly touching on offense, let's move to the defense. One person who I was looking forward to seeing this offseason, who has disappointed me to a degree, was Jermaine Carter. Why am I saying that? Look at this play right here, this coverage. Where is Carter going? He's playing zone, but for who? Who is he? I genuinely cannot figure out who he's covering in this play. In this particular play, Mills throws a left pass, check down to Brandon Cooks. That's the person that I highlighted on the screen. Now, this specific coverage was after it was blown, led to an 11-yard gain. No, it's simple things like that that may not necessarily mean a whole lot to many of you right now. But it's like, okay, yes, we are making some mistakes. Who doesn't, right? But we are in no positions to be lax. We're not a Super Bowl contender in my eyes until we get these little things down, until we click and our chemistry is clicking. Everybody on the field needs to be aware of where to go and just the coverage, the play that's being run. It's simple. And it's not a one-time thing. Carter has blown this coverage twice, back to back in this game, where he doubles down. There are three people on one person. This person being Miller. Mills throws a shotgun 1-yard pass to Miller. Well, yeah, sorry, it's not Miller. That person who Carter was guarding like his basketball. The person that Carter was covering, which he was not supposed to, he was covering that person being Miller, right? Carter was supposed to be on coverage from Miller, breaks coverage to triple team the person Carter was supposed to be in coverage with, was supposed to be Miller. Instead, Carter breaks that coverage and decides to cover David Johnson, and thus leading for a touchdown. Miller runs around, wide open, touchdown. It's like, I mean, you like, what can you really say? Honestly, it's the little things that we like to nitpick, and you're like, it's so simple to say, don't nitpick little things. Little things are fine, but that's a touchdown. If this was a team like the Buccaneers, a touchdown can be a difference between can decide the difference between a win and a loss. A touchdown means to different things, different teams. Yes, it's a Texas, but it's the mistakes. You can't be complacent. Once you start being complacent, again, even with little teams, you give up points. If it was a takeaway, or the ball was batted down, or something, as long as the coverage doesn't break, and you do what you do, and it still leads to a touchdown, that's not your fault. However, when you break coverage and you leave, and you can't read the offense that are being played, you can't read the shotgun. Easy points. That's what I'm talking about. Easy points. When you're on a prove-it team, you need to get the little things down. So, again, Joe Brady, the coaching staff, and Sam, they all need to be on the same page. When you draw up plays, make sure your offense isn't predictable. You lost Christian McCaffrey, and there is nobody you could dump the ball to 30 times in a game. Because that's how many touches CMC was averaging. It's simple. Play your players. Your players are there. There is a reason why you paid Robbie Anderson, not for him to be a decoy. You have Terrence Marshall, rotate them. Listen, it's now or never. This is the time to make mistakes early on. But if you want to get this down right, this is what you need to do. Our defense is disciplined, sure. But with CJ coming in for JC, we don't know what's going to happen. Big Cat broke down a video of his injuries and his potential, but it has not been implemented yet. And against an offense that can pick you apart with dual quarterbacks, with dual running backs, with a quarterback that can run, be it that he has not really used his legs, he stayed in the pocket, disciplined, throwing checkdowns, occasional deep balls. We can win this game. This game is absolutely winnable. Keep him in the pocket. Play your coverages. And there you go. If you make him use his legs, he can show you what he's been doing over the past few years. You do not want him to use his legs to a degree. Obviously, you can wear him out. There are a couple of strategies that you can go into. Either keep him in the pocket or make him use his legs, right? As of right now, he hasn't thrown any miraculous deep balls. Dak Prescott has looked vanilla as well. Either keep him in the pocket or make him run. If he uses legs, if you tire him out using his legs, which they won't draw off for him because they don't want him to get injured. Let Brian Burns and our front do their job. Our defensive front will do their job. Play smart. We win this game. I will be in the coming days. We will be breaking down film. Join me, and we can figure out what's next. Until then, stay safe, enjoy, take care. See you next time.
Hey, we really appreciate y'all for tuning in. You already know what time it is.
Welcome to the podcast. We gon' keep on pounding, juke them out his cleats, boy, I'm too fast. Hit the field, know we gon' spaz. CMC gon' run it back. Defense out here going crazy. Super Bowl, we want it bad. Pause up. It's only us at the top. It's time to rock, no, we won't stop. Open it up, I need that block. I got key with me, cold with me, hurts with me, kill with me. Big cat ain't going nowhere, you gotta deal with it. Carolina.